I just realized my mic is dead, so we're just going to pretend with this, and I'll just try to talk a little bit louder. Hello everyone, welcome to Jenna Knits. My name is Jenna and I like knitting. We're just going to get right into it today. It's been a while. Life has been constantly kicking me in the back of the knee, okay? But knitting has not stopped. So you guys saw this a little while back. This is my October sweater. We're going to get right into my finished objects because I have quite a few whips and yarns to talk about today with a little mixture of like just life update because I've missed you all and I feel like you all just deserve to know where I've been. So today I am wearing my October sweater. Yes, I am wearing my October sweater the June 1st in South Carolina. It's like 60 degrees this morning. I will be taking this off in like an hour, but it turned out so nice. I used a double-stranded of Rowan's felted tweed, and it turned out so pretty. And I love the construction of this sweater a lot. From Originally Lovely is the one who produced this pattern. It is a free pattern, and it is the most comfortable, not tailored, but it's like shoulder tailored, and it's, I don't know. Okay. I'm rusty. Haven't talked to you guys in a while. So the construction of the sweater is something that I have not done before by starting it flat and doing quite a few, back and forth flat and then joining it in the round to create an actual collar instead of just like a choker collar like most sweaters are. I've never done a construction like this before and I really, really enjoyed it. I did not, of course, I can tell you guys all the time. In almost every video I go over the fact that I don't go all the way to my wrists. I have a 3-year-old and an almost 8-month-old, and so I'm just constantly wet. So if I had something that went down to here, it was always going to be wet, so I always just give myself a little bit of grace to have it just above the wrist. And I really like that. I think it's very comfortable. I'll do a different shot of the actual fit of this sweater. But I just think that it turned out so nicely. It blocked really nicely. I like that it has a little bit of positive ease. So it is more like a sweatshirt. It's like a nice sweatshirt to the point where I'm actually going to be making another one, but for my mom. So I guess while I'm on the topic of the October sweater, just so I don't have to come back to it, we'll just talk about what I'm going to make for my mom. So my mom has been pulling through lately. I am back at work, which is a transition that has been interesting. Not by choice, but I am back at work, and I am now a preschool teacher, so it's right on brand. And I'm working at my son's preschool, which makes it even better because then I will be able to see him every day. The only thing that sucks is I don't get to see my daughter during the day anymore. But I keep telling myself it will be okay. It's a half-day preschool, so I do get the rest of the day with her. I just miss her in the mornings. And then next year, she'll be there. So I keep telling myself that time is going to fly by. It's sad that it will fly by and I'm going to miss so much. But it's also, I'll be with her soon. So there's that. But let's talk about the October sweater. My mom's been pulling through watching the kids for me while I am at work. Mostly just Livy because Jack's at school, but a couple days throughout the week she does watch Jack too. So what I was thinking for her October sweater is, we'll get into, it's going to be kind of a mess of a video. And yeah. So I found this yarn at Hobby Lobby. Okay, this is just a Hobby Lobby Irish moss. It looks like, I don't have one with a label. I don't know what it actually is, but it is the bee yarn, the Hobby Bee or whatever it's called. I found this and it's an acrylic blend, but it has this beautiful wash on it. It's called Irish Moss. I do remember that because it is very, very mossy. And she wants a very rich green sweater. And so I was thinking I could do this, but pair it with Knitting for Olive's gray mohair. What is this actually called? Gray? Rainy Day. Okay. So I was like, I could pair those two together. And then I'm looking at this and I was like, well, this was 2 DKs and this is just like a DK and then a lace. So I think I'm just going to double up on this. And I could always double up on this and still blend this in there, but that's just so much yarn to go through. but I thought that the gray would give it a really nice texture. I don't know. This acrylic is very soft. I do have an acrylic over here that is very squeaky, and I'm not having it. My hands are so swollen this morning from working on it last night. But this acrylic is very soft, and so I feel like, I don't know, does it need more softening with the mohair? I like the dimension that the gray would give to it. I don't know, maybe I'll knit up a little square and double strand the green and then see how the mohair looks in it. The mohair might look really weird, I don't know, but I thought those two together looked really pretty. So that will be another October sweater that I will be starting this week because I just love the fit of it, and I think my mom will really like the fit of it too. It's cozy, it's comfy, but it also, depending on what type of yarn you do, you can also really dress it up. Like, I feel like this will be really cute with like a khaki, or I'm wearing it with a jean right now, like as like a low-key jean, but I feel like I could wear this to work and dress it up and have it look really pretty. Let's get into my next finished object, which was a dress for baby Livy. This was a free pattern, but I do not have that pattern on hand. I have no idea what this dress was called, but it turned out beautiful. It turned out so pretty. I was calling this my blueberry dress. I believe you guys saw this in the last video, but the bottom of it turned out so pretty, and this was gifted yarn. My son did tell me that he hid the labels for it, so I told him a million times, like, I really need that label. Please don't mess with that label. I really need that piece of paper, Jack. Please don't do it. And then he told me yesterday that he doesn't remember where he hid it. So, but this was gifted yarn that somebody in my knitting group got me for Christmas, the blues, and it used up both balls of yarn, like to the T, so that was perfect. And this is just Hobby Lobby white acrylic. And then look at the buttons. Oop, let me not put that in my matcha. Focus, focus, focus. They're little purple cows. Sorry, I've got tie-dye on my fingers. But this turned out so cute. I made it in a 2T so that she could wear it next year. I think I've said in another video that I do love the look of baby knits. I felt very proud that Libby got to wear so many of my knits this year, but also she only wore them like twice and then they didn't fit. So I am now knitting her only 2Ts because I know that she'll linger in that area for a little while. She's wearing 9 to 12 months right now, and she's lingering more on the 12-month side. She's so tall. Oh my God. She's so big. She's so tall. She's so long. And like when Jack is almost 4. Okay, Jack's 3.5 years old. Livy already comes up to his armpit. And she's not even 8 months yet. She just turned 8 months. It's the first now. So she is now 8 months. Yeah, she's a big girl. She's so long, and like putting her in the carrier is just hilarious now because she's like, you know, half the size of me. But speaking of Livy, I am making another dress for her right now. Okay, this one I actually do have a pattern for. So, woohoo. This is a Yarnspirations free pattern. Love to see that. And this is the free Red Heart Knit My Red Jumper pattern. Now this is what it will look like. We'll see if that'll actually pop up for you. Of course an ad pops up as soon as I show my phone. That's what it will look like. Only of course I'm not going to do red. That's so boring. Livy's going to have a freaking rainbow dress. So let me ask you guys this, because I asked some people and they didn't know what I was talking about. But I didn't realize this was from the 80s. But I remember eating it a lot growing up. But I'm a 90s kid, so I guess that doesn't matter. The zebra rainbow gum. Anybody? Anybody remember that? This is what this reminds me of. Look how cute this is turning out. Okay, so it's supposed to look like little pleats in her skirt. It's knitting up in this really cool rainbow wool, 100% wool, but I'm pairing it with a white acrylic, and it was just giving me that rainbow zebra gum. And I'm pairing it with this mess, but it's just a really soft white acrylic. And this is actually the Hook and Needles 100% wool. No, I just lied. 85% wool, 15 polymade. And then this is a size 4 yarn, made in Portugal, all that good stuff. I no longer do the Hook and Needles boxes. It became, I really loved them. I really loved them. But I just didn't have enough time to do the patterns. And then I was just getting box after box, and then I ended up with all this yarn. And so I was like, okay, we're gonna have to stop the boxes because now money is also changing in my real life. So I was like, okay, these luxuries of having these boxes aren't a thing anymore for right now. But they will be in the future because I loved Hook and Needles so much. Their subscription boxes are amazing. They're not gonna I'm not gonna have them sponsor this video. I do still have a discount code and all that good stuff. But because I'm no longer purchasing it, I feel bad promoting it financially, even though I didn't make any money off of it anyway. But still, Hook and Needles is a great subscription box for knitters, especially beginner knitters, because they give you so many options. But I'm pairing these two together. I love how it knits up. It's so beautiful. It's so soft. And then I have for buttons on this one, because it's just another halter. It's just another like a jumper style top, much like, I don't even know where I just put, oh, it's right there. Much like her blueberry dress is what I'm calling it. So I'm going to do fun buttons on it. My brother, for some reason, has a bounty of buttons for children's clothes. To be fair, he does sew, but he doesn't make children's clothes, but he has a bounty, and I will take advantage as much as I possibly can for these clothes. So for her little rainbow dress, her top jumper bit is just going to be a creamy white, I am thinking, much like the blueberry, but it won't be as sheer. Like the blueberry one's a little bit sheer. I want to use a thicker yarn weight for that. And I'm going to do these little snails. Oh, my nails are gross, guys. Don't look at those. But I'm going to do these little snails. And I think it'll just be cute and kind of tie in the whole rainbow thing up top. I wanted to do two different colored buttons for this one because there's so much color on the bottom and I'm just doing a plain white up top. I thought it would be fun to do like a crazy pop of color on the white. I feel like the snails are going to pop, okay? Now, I only have the two finished objects, but I'm really proud of this whip, the way that it's coming up. I haven't knit it in a little bit because I did start a project for Jack because he has been kind of neglected in my knitting experience lately. So I only knit him the one sweater, the anchor sweater, and then he's got a lot of beanies and stuff like that, but he's been really wanting a sweater. So I took him to my yarn shop and let him pick out a yarn. He picked out the squeakiest, oh my gosh, like I already said it once, but I'm not kidding, guys. My hands are they hurt today because of this yarn. He picked out the squeakiest. Now the yarn shop owner, she gave it to me for free because it was just in a basket with no label, just kind of like thrown in there. As you could tell, like she was just kind of like tired of looking at that yarn. I don't know what it is. Let me just show you. Let me show you the sweater first before I start bashing everything about it. So I am making him the flax sweater, which is a free pattern that I am really loving the way that it looks. I've done a few little mistakes. It's also a different kind of construction. They don't do the raglan stitches, they do make ones, and you can tell, but I think that you can tell, and I think that it's intentional. I don't love the make one look for myself, but I think for Jack, it's not really going to matter that much to him, that little detail. I just personally like the way the raglan looks, but he picked this icy, it was folded, this icy blue, okay? Beautiful blue. It looks stunning on him. He tried on the body. It looks absolutely gorgeous. But the cool detail of this is along the top of the arm, it's all, it's staggered rows. So you have a purl row and then a knit row. And it's coming up really, really beautiful. I did make one hiccup on this side because I think a child woke up. So on this side you can tell, like, whoa, look at that divot. I did two knits. Actually, yeah, I just did two. I was like, oh my God, did I do three? So I'm in an arm. I'm in a place right now where I'm not sure if I want it to be short sleeve or long sleeve. It is pretty thick. So I was like, well, if I'm making a thick sweater, I might as well just go ahead and make it a full long sleeve because thick short sleeve sweaters are kind of weird. But Jack runs so hot. I don't know. What do you guys think it looks okay? This would be, the short sleeve would be just a little bit longer than this. I don't know. Let me know what I should do, if I should make it a short or a long sleeve. I was really going back and forth last night, which is why I stopped, because my hands also hurt too. But so it's this icy blue, and I'm pairing it to soften it up a bit with Knitting for Olives. Is this one called Snow White? I don't remember. They're white mohair. And so I'm going to run out of yarn. And so I went to Michael's and was trying to match the yarn. And I think I didn't match it. Now I promise these look the same, but I promise you they are not the same. They look the same, but I promise they're not. This one's like a smidge darker, but I feel like nobody's gonna notice except for me. And this is just loops and threads. I'm bummed. So if I do a short sleeve, I probably won't have to open this. This is so much yarn, and I do not need this much yarn, and I will probably never use this yarn. So I hope I don't have to open it. But if I decide to do a long sleeve, obviously I'm gonna have to open it. But it's coming up really, really nice. I did have to take a break because my hands were hurting so much, but I took a pause from Libby's jumper to work on Jack's sweater. In that same breath, I started, I'm not really like the biggest fan of summer knits. I'm just not. I don't know why. I feel like all year long I just want to knit sweaters, which, I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, so I decided I am going to knit a summer knit this year, and it is a free pattern. It's Easy Knit Summer Sweater Pattern. It doesn't have a name, but the creator is A Box of Twine. Simple knit crochet patterns. There's no name for this. It's just Easy Knit Summer Sweater Pattern. So this is what, there's so many ads on these websites. Oh my God. So this is what it will look like. Very open, very fishnetty, very open. It is knit flat, which is the bane of my existence, but that's okay. I am pairing 2 yarns together for this one. I'm making a purple one, and I actually really like the way it's working up. I think it looks really pretty. I think it looks really, really pretty. So very fishnetty vibe to it, but I'm loving the lavender, I don't know, shade that's going on. I think it's going to be really pretty, and it'll be something that I can wear all summer, which is great. So I'm using my Mountaintop yarn. It's Winter Wonderland Mountaintop yarn, which is a local shop. She hand dyes all of her yarn, and she does just a beautiful job. This is my first time playing with her yarn. I had tried in the past with one pattern that was just holding this. It's a very fine lace weight. Very like I had a very hard time knitting with it alone. And so I was like, I really want to use it. It's so beautiful. Let me pair it with something with a little bit more, I don't want to say structure, because I feel like that's a bad word in this sentence and it will make it seem like this is not great yarn, but it is really great yarn. It's just so delicate. Not in a ripping way, but in a splitting way. I hope you know what I mean. So I'm pairing it with Knitting for Olive in the unicorn purple, and just double stranding it, and it'll be a little bit thicker than it's supposed to, but I'm okay with that. And it will be knit flat, obviously, and then I will just sew the arms on, and it is something that you block each piece separately and then sew them together, which I think is interesting. I've never done a flat piece like that before, but I am excited about it. I feel like it'll be something super cozy, especially because I am moving at the end of the summer. I feel like this will be a great little just sit on the porch in the apartment kind of cozy something. We also will have a pool at the apartment, so it'll be a great little bathing suit cover up throw on kind of thing. And honestly, if she has any more of this Mountaintop yarn, it is supposed to have like a ton of positive ease, so I really could make like a full bathing suit cover up. I didn't think about that till I just spoke out loud. I'll have to send her a message, because I do have a little bit left in my stash, but not enough. Not enough to make a full dress, I don't think, but I could try. I could always try. I'm gonna see if she has any more, because I feel like that would be a really nice bathing suit cover up for the bathing suit that I don't have for my future bathing suit. I have a few yarns to talk about, and then I will close this video up because I know I've just been rambling a lot. So I am going to be making let's find this pattern. I will be making, where are they? Oh God. These pattern websites are just an absolute nightmare sometimes. Absolute nightmare. So I'm not going to waste your time looking for the pattern, but they will look similar to this. Okay. I'm going to be knitting a pair of shorts this summer with Painted Skies Pure Superwash Italian wool. Australian. What's wrong with me? And this is Knitting Fever. Yeah, Knitting Fever. And this is in the Red Sky. Oh my God. I just butchered that so bad. I will be making a pair of shorts with Knitting Fever's Painted Sky 100% pure superwash Australian wool in the color Red River. So this is the yarn. It's falling apart because of my son. But this is the yarn. It's super fun. It is a discontinued color, which I was very lucky because when I went on my little yarn spree a couple months back in Savannah, I had bought just one because I thought it was so beautiful. And then I found this pattern not too long ago. I was like, oh my God, I would need two. I contacted that same yarn shop and they only had one left and it was like 60% off. So I drove 45 minutes to this shop to spend like $5 on this yarn. Worth it. So this will be something that I start in the near future to have this summer. I want a very loose, flowy, kind of comfy short, but I'm also a cold person, so having the wool is going to be nice as well. Yeah, I just want something cozy. Again, like kind of like the bathing suit dress I'm going to make, cover up. I want something very cozy and I want something with color. I do a lot of dark, kind of more muted kind of colors. And I think I just want to start exploring with a little bit more brightness. I feel like this would be cute with just a white tank top and, you know, whatever. I could make it dark with a black tank top. But I feel like this type of brightness would just be super cute and super summery. The next yarn that I got recently, I am torn with because it's so beautiful. I want it for myself, but I bought it with the intention of Olivia. This is they covered up the whole label. Diamond Luxury Tradition. Is it Tradition Yarns? I'm not sure, but it is a worsted weight. 42% wool, 51 acrylic, 7 nylon. So my kids can't really do super heavy wools. They need a blend of sorts because their skin is just so fair. And so this one, I'm gonna try and make it to where you can see it. It's got little flecks of pink and white and green, but the whole thing is this beautiful blue. And I bought this with the intention of making something for my daughter. And then my mom bought me a pattern, like surprised me with a pattern. I was like, that would look really pretty with that yarn I just bought. So I'm tempted. I'm not making very many things for myself. I mean, I've got 2 dresses for Liv, a sweater for Jack, and I've got 1 whip on right now. I was like, should I just do a selfish knit and take this yarn for myself? Will Olivia know if I took this yarn for myself? You know, but it is very beautiful. And I think that it will block really nicely and very soft, which I've never knit a non 100% wool sweater for myself. I'm looking now. My skirt is a silk blend, but my sweaters are all 100% wool. So I was like, well, maybe I might like the feel of a blend because I've never done one before. So this is a new yarn. And then this yarn I also got with the intention of Olivia. So maybe I'll use this one for her because it's super soft. This is 100% nylon. It's the Feels Like Bliss from Lion brand. And what color are you, my friend? Aqua. Makes sense. It's fuzzy. And I would be making a 2T, maybe even a 3T for her with this because it's very fuzzy. I don't know how I'm going to enjoy knitting this, but I touched it and I bought 2. So, It's very light. She does really well. She's so pale, guys. The summers are just gonna roast this girl up. Jack is like a smidge more olive than her, but you would think that these more, I don't want to call them flat colors because there's not that they're flat, but the more like muted toned colors, you'd think that they would wash her out, but she's got these insanely dark blue eyes and really dark hair. So having like this like undertone of a color just makes her look absolutely gorgeous. So I bought this because I already knew that this was her tone. They had some other colors, but they were just a little bit too, like the yellows were just a little bit too yellow, you know, so I was like, let's just do a blue. So we'll do a trade. I'll give her this one and I'll take this one because I forgot that I also bought her this other blue. Lots of blue going on right now. I just realized too much blue, so I gotta switch that up. Good thing I have a red going on pretty soon and a darker green. But that's all the yarn that I have going on right now. I do still have my scarf from Universal Yarns using the Color Pop yarn in springtime. I have a big ball up there, but I do not have the project because that's been my in-car project. So it's this yarn. It's an intimidating fella, I'll tell you that much. It's this yarn. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second one. I might give this one to my mom because she's going to start knitting again soon. But I've used almost the entirety of that entire ball to make a 1x1 rib. No, is it a 2x2 rib? I don't even know anymore. I think it's a 2x2 rib scarf. I'm using the entirety of it. It is longer than me, and I wanted it to be very grand and obnoxious, and it is. But that's my in-car project when I'm waiting to go into therapy and like waiting to go into the chiropractor. Like that's my in-car project right now, and I'm almost done with it. I just didn't think to pull it out of the car this morning, because it's been around for so long. But not in a bad way, just in an I feel bad way because I know it should be done by now. But I've been working on these other projects and also balancing life things. Like selling a house is incredibly stressful, especially when you have 2 kids and you're pretty much doing it by yourself. It is very difficult. So I am still trying to keep up with my knitting. It is very important for my mental health, very important for my body and for my mind to be able to focus on that one thing instead of spiraling outward like I would normally do. I'm very proud of myself for continuing to knit. I think that that's a really big deal. I haven't made as much progress in things since I last saw you, but I am still, as you can see, dabbling in different levels, you know, and completely different styled projects. You know, I've got a baby knit with the pleats. I've got a toddler knit with the different construction. I've got a lace weight project going on. You know, I'm still dabbling and trying to challenge myself and stay stimulated. And then I have, you know, my car project, which is one I can literally just zone out with and do. So I'm still trying to do my best to keep my sanity with knitting and keep up with it, because I am the type of person when I do, you know, I am somebody that does tend to isolate when life happens and I just shut down. But I have kids now. I need to keep my brain healthy, and it's important for me to keep myself healthy as well. So it's really good to see you guys. I have missed you. I'm going to, I'm feeling better, and I'm hoping that the internet lets me share this with you all, because I also had that happen all at the same time. So the live situation, I don't know. I've been too scared to attempt it again. Maybe I'll attempt it today. I don't really know, but I'm really happy to be back sharing my projects with you all. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if I should do a short sleeve for Jack in his flax sweater. Definitely check out that pattern. It's very cool, and it's the most like expanded size I've ever seen. They have newborn up to, I think, 4X. Like, that's so many sizes in between. So it's definitely a very inclusive pattern. I'm excited to knit one up for myself. I actually was tempted to make that for my mom, but I really think she would like the positive ease of this one more. And I haven't even knit that one up yet, but I just have a feeling she'll just like this one more. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I know that it has been a minute, but I am back and ready to share. And honestly, this has helped me so much to stay motivated. And even though I haven't been able to share that much on here, I do come on here and still like see what you guys, you know, comment on my stuff and everything like that. And it does make me really happy to know that you guys have enjoyed my channel as much as you have. And so, I don't know, it'll be interesting in the next couple months to see like when the house sells, what my new knitting space will look like. I am very excited about that. I don't think that I will have to knit in a closet. I don't think that I'll have to share these videos in a closet. I might actually be able to go into a common space. And so that, I mean, that's exciting in itself. But I will be moving in September, so I have the summer left in the house so that my son can harvest the amazing garden that he has produced. Absolute madness what my child has created in the backyard. He is just the best little farmer. He planted every single thing in the garden. I'm not even exaggerating. He planted every single seed that's in that garden. And it is just, I'm picking an eggplant almost every day at this point. Like he did an amazing job. He really did. So I want him to be able to harvest his bounty, and then we will move at the beginning of September. So lots of life changes this year. This has not been my most favorite year in the whole world, but it is what it is. And anyways, it's been good seeing you guys. I will see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.